Hi everyone, it's Allison from Fathom 5 Tarot, and I'm here to do your week ahead reading for this week. So today is the 7th, 7th to the 14th of February. So Valentine's Day is in a week. I don't really pay a ton of attention to Valentine's Day. I have a Valentine, but it's pretty corporate and kind of disposable and gross, and so I've never really I don't put a lot of stock into it really. It's more important how you behave every day than it is on one day of the year where you're supposed to buy a bunch of crap. Well, I did once work at a flower shop, and Valentine's Day is a very, very busy day if you work at a flower shop. So that was kind of fun. People getting increasingly frantic as the day went on. I also worked at a lingerie shop. I've worked at some places for Valentine's Day. So yeah, the really frantic ones would come in 10 minutes before the lingerie shop closed. Give me anything, any size. Can I return it? Nope. All right. Oh, I should say, so the deck I'm using today, I didn't even think about this. It's the Naked Heart Tarot. Heart Valentine's Day. Synchronicity. I just haven't used this deck in a while, and I love it. I love this deck. I'll probably do one of my series, What I've Learned from Naked Heart, at some point. It's just so pretty. It really jives for me. I like it. So as usual, I'm going to pull 3 cards to start. Maybe I'll pull some more. I've actually got an oracle deck out here. Maybe I'll pull one of those. Who knows? It's footloose and fancy free, baby. Oh God, is this going to be my first day without a jumper? Imagine that. Sometimes I think they're not jumpers, I'm just clumsy, which is like 50-50. Could be either. All right, I'm not gonna. So let's get to it here. Whoa, that's not a jump. That's so clumsy. Okay, well, you could be. Oh, no, that's the title card. Title card. You guys don't want that in your reading? Oh, okay. Well, actually I had 2 come out there. Interesting. Okay. Maybe this is going to be a Valentine's Day reading. Who knows? Who knows? All right, I'm just going to give you what I think, and then you can apply it or not. Could be positive, could be negative. I'm not sure. But we begin with the 8 of Cups here. I'll show you. So these, again, it's a pretty minimalistic deck, heavily animal-based. So it's interesting. This is obviously the walking away from the cups. And this is, I love this interpretation because, again, I always sort of revert back to the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. So you've got the cups, you've got the person walking away from them determinedly. Here we have the bear. But in this case, in this particular deck, like, it looks like the bear has knocked some of the cups over, right? So you're walking away from a situation, and it's an emotional situation, right? We're in the Suit of Cups, we're in the water, we're in the emotions. But this deck makes you really think about your part in disturbing this foundation. I mean, again, the base is solid here. I don't know how to do anything in reverse, guys. One day I'll learn. It's been like 4 years. One day I'll learn. But the bear has knocked over the top parts, right? It's not necessarily that they've been swept out from under you. It's that you have been a part of this. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's intentional. Maybe it's a bad thing. Bears are, well, actually, they look big and clumsy. They're quite graceful. They're quite fast. They're really adept. But this looks like maybe it's moving its way through, and there are things being knocked down as you walk away. So this might actually be quite a painful card, where you have to sort of sort out your emotions. Are you interested in keeping any of those cups outright? Are you interested in just walking away forever? And the thing about walking away is that it does infinitely change, right? Like, you can go back and revisit things that have been broken, but they aren't going to be the same. But still, I think this is a definitive sign that you need to move away from an emotional situation that has not been good for you. Maybe you have not been good for it, and it's time to just sort of make that reckoning and walk in the other direction, which can be really brutal, but also maybe very necessary. But the two jumpers that we had, so I've sort of got it in a diamond formation here on top of the table. So first we have the universe. And here we have all four of the elemental suits, a bee, a mandala. This is a mandala sort of inspired deck, although this is actually a crystal grid that you can use on the back of the cards as well. But I think this can be really hard to see when you're in this process, right? So this reading is reminding you, like, this is one part of a giant universe. And, to keep that idea of a whole universe, a whole you, I think maybe this is something you have to walk away from, right? There's something that is taking away your ability to see this, sort of reinforcing you walking away from it. And then to also bring home that message that this is a necessary movement, we have the Six of Swords. What I love about the Six of Swords in this deck, I love the idea that it's a turtle. It looks to me like a baby turtle. I had the opportunity to see baby turtles that were rescued, that were in Florida, turned around the wrong way, heading towards the highway instead of the ocean after they were born because the lights of the city screwed them up. So I've had the opportunity to see this happen at nighttime. It's amazing. When they re-release them, they take them and train them for like 2 months and get them ready for the big swim out to the Sargassum in the middle of the ocean. So this little dude is like making a tough swim. But if you look, like, he's coming from darker waters into like a prism reflection. You can see the rainbow going across the top of his body there, across one of his little fins. Like he's moving into a better place, right? So the combination of these three cards really tells me that this is a necessary move, right? And it probably, whoops, that's not the right one. Probably sucks, right? It always sucks. But you know that this emotional move, it's time, you're ready. You may not feel ready, but it's time and you are ready, because these are the things, the signs that are showing you that it's got to happen. And this is probably one of the worst times to do it, right? In the middle of a global pandemic, and there's so much uncertainty, but there has to be movement there because the foundation of the cups has been broken. And if that foundation is broken, then staying on it will just break it down probably further. And then the fourth cup I drew, a cup. What's the matter with me? Sorry, I just like did a pile of work today. It's Saturday. I worked all day long. I'm so tired. The Naked Heart. The Naked Heart. So this is an extra card put into the deck. And I think it's really interesting, right, in terms of what we have here. We have a new moon. We have a butterfly. We have hearts with roses growing out of it. We have like different elemental symbols, the circle inside, the square inside, the triangle inside another circle, right? Your heart may feel naked and exposed and raw right now, because your Eight of Cups has tumbled and you're moving away. But there's such growth there. So many signs of like new opportunities. And you can't have those unless your heart is naked, unless your heart is open. And this is such a salient reminder in this combination of cards. It's so funny. This is such a great card because it's so transmutable to so many different readings. But like, this is an opportunity and you can't harden your heart, right? It has to be given that opportunity to grow. If your heart feels raw and naked, that's just the process. That's just what it is. And it sucks and it's terrible and you want it to end. But if you felt nothing, right? If there was no opportunity for that butterfly, those flowers, for that heart to feel those things, then you're in a way, way worse position than you would be if you let yourself experience those emotions. So if this is you this week, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a brutal thing if this is you, but this is, on balance, I do think, a positive reading in that what is coming is better. And you know that the thing that you've been resting your emotions on, and again, it may not be romantic, right? But there's something that you have been resting your emotions on, some foundation that you've built that is not supporting you anymore, and you gotta hightail it out of there, for your own sanity, for your own self-preservation. And so your little heart has a chance to take its time away, mend, regrow, rebloom. So yeah, there's our little reading. I don't think I do need to draw an oracle card. I think that's pretty good in and of itself. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope everyone's little naked hearts can find joy in something, someone, anyone around them, even if it's not where you have traditionally looked. And happy Valentine's Day.